welcome back to another video. And so this is part 2 of my little Elden Ring walkthrough. Let's just switch back to the broadsword here. I've tried to fix some of the audio issues, but the slight whirring noise or humming, the high-pitched humming noise, I don't know exactly how to fix that. I don't know where it's coming from, but I think I fixed the problem of my voice not being heard. And I'm sorry that it wasn't as easy to hear me in the last episode. Speaking of the last episode, I would once again just like to apologize for something, and that was how long it was. Frankly, I planned on doing a little bit more. I planned on going from here, getting one more grace further in Dragon Barrow, and then doing about a bunch of mistwood and a couple other things. But obviously, if I put out a episode at the same time, an episode the size of a movie, like who's gonna watch that? I understand there's a lot of like a demand for videos with higher lengths, but I'm not gonna put out something that's like over an hour long. So can I go down here without dying? I'll take damage, but that's okay. Yeah, I have to speak a little bit louder actually. I don't know why, but I mumble sometimes, so yeah.
Forgive me to determine if you had
Oh yeah, right.
torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering.
For now, we'll just skip on that round table hold offer, and we're gonna go get a bunch of things. So we're actually gonna just teleport to Froom Great Bridge. We're gonna level up because we're definitely gonna lose our runes here. So let's increase the amount. Flasks, and then let's level up. I'm gonna put the 2 levels into Dex actually, because I know that you're gonna need almost 15 something Dex to use our weapon of choice. I forgot to check the exact numbers, but we're gonna keep it like that for now. So that is Grail, but who we're looking for is Greyo. I think you can is Greyo. I think you can kind of see her tail. Once again, I might be wrong. There might just be a root or something, but I'm pretty sure that's her tail over there. One way or another, you are gonna see her pretty soon. That is a putrid Erdtree avatar. Avoid that. The thing about the bosses in this area is we are not capable of killing either, like any of them. So it's smarter just to avoid them all. So you might actually be able to kind of see Grail there. No, that is just a root. I don't know why I thought that was her tail. So this is the dragon that we're gonna be killing. So if you were to hit this, which you can't, I didn't know that. See, health bar, lot of health. Don't worry about that for now. Get this side of grace. It's gonna be very important. And we're gonna get the guide still for this area, which is called Dragon Barrow. Now make sure your stamina's up really high. I don't know why I'm saying this like it's a guide. This is not a guide, but I'm just gonna wait for our stamina to go up high, and we're gonna go get that golden item. I don't know why I'm like, oh, make sure your stamina, this is what we're going to do, like it's some sort of guide or something, when it really isn't. I guess I've been watching too many guides myself. So we are now poisoned. So what we're going to get is this half of the Dectus Medallion, which is going to allow us to go to Altus Plateau early. But we aren't going to worry about Altus Plateau until like after Renala, who is going to be like our 3rd major boss. So just heal, drop down here. There's going to be a rune we want to pick up. Just pick this up. Don't try and fight anything here, because they will kill you dead. roll over here. Get here and grab this Radagon soreseal. I'm just gonna go ahead and equip that. Not like if you want, you can try and fight them, but we just want to die to kind of get out of this place. So now we're gonna just go ahead. Actually, why don't we go to the round table now? I don't see any downside in going to the round table.
Very well. Let my hand.
Now that we're here, you can see a bunch of people to talk to. Start off by talking to this dude.
Oh, this is not counting very well. It is safe. Allow you, but in the house, kid. Remember you. There's.
Okay. Next, we're gonna talk to this guy Dialos.
We all know of one. By the way, she's my servant. Take your eyes off her if you find her. Be sure she's a servant. She's been my I've lost count of the number of times I've honestly. She's such a little tomboy. Be sure she's a servant and she's been my I've lost count honestly.
Okay. And then D.
You've met, then owing to our duty, I think you've earned the power of the. I serve the God that I might put following only those who live in their mere existence. So it is.
So the thing about these incantations is they are a mix of both intelligence and faith, making them kind of weird when it comes to scaling, because you have to put two different stats. You have to put levels into two different stats. Next, we're going to talk to Master Hugh, who is our blacksmith.
Join you from no matter how loud you're up. I see you've noticed nothing special. I'm trapped by the whole, and that's all there is to. No, well, no grudge against you. My being a prisoner. Besides, despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all sides. It helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
So he's going to be super useful because he's smithing all your weapons. So now,
Greetings, great champ. I am great champ. Perhaps you doing so will grind you. Do you think it where I come? Ah.
so this is the hug lady that so many people talk about. Her quest is actually pretty cool, and we're gonna try and get her ending, because I've never really gotten it.
Though it is, but come back to me. I will take you.
Actually, there's this theory in Elden Ring. I don't know if I've talked about it before. I might have. It's one of my favorite theories. Is that each ending in Elden Ring leads to a different Soulsborne game. Let me give you an example. Age of Stars leads to Bloodborne. You can use this Palachon's blessing, but because she's currently lowered your health by a certain amount, feel free to use it if you want. I'm just gonna keep it because we won't really need it that much. Next, let's talk to this guy. Second. And now we're gonna teleport to here. Now, like I said, Age of Stars leads to the Age of Stars ending leads to Bloodborne, and it's like that for each ending, I'm pretty sure. So, if I remember this correctly, Age of Stars obviously, like I said, leads to Bloodborne. Frenzied Flame leads to the original Dark Souls, which I find to be one of the more interesting ideas, because Frenzied Flame ending is the quote-unquote bad ending. And then the ending we're going for, the Dustborn ending, leads to the Demon Souls, sort of Demon Souls game. And it's all very interesting, but it's just a theory. And some of them don't really even have any evidence to back them. And I can't really think of one that would lead to Sekiro. So I don't know if this has any like real value. This place is kind of scary, especially if you're new to the game, because despite Limgrave scaling being, you know, Limgrave, the enemies here are tough. Like, that's a rune bear. So we're gonna mark a couple places. We start by going here, then we're gonna hit then we're gonna sort of hit some upgrades for one of our flasks. Right there. Let's circle around, look for, see if there's any sort of silver scarabs. Apparently there aren't. And this is gonna be a long elevator ride. 1 second. My god. I know you're not supposed to get torn through there, but I was like doing that. So, sorry about my chair, it's super squeaky. This area we're going to, we're gonna just slightly explore it, and we're gonna replace our pretty mid shield. This is a really long elevator ride. But it's actually amazing that they were able to squeeze this much into the game, because we're still technically speaking under Limgrave. So there's a grace there that we're gonna get, and that no, that's not a map. Just gonna hop off here because of obviously the elevator is way too long. So there's a bunch of different items in Elden Ring, right? And they all range in importance. The most important ones are gold items. And I know some of you are probably wondering, why are you ignoring that one golden item that's there all the time? Like you ignored a lot of them. And that's because I'm actually not ignoring any golden items, technically speaking. Or well, I'm ignoring one, but it's not an important one. You see, golden items are usually items that are used for quests, or like really high tier upgrade materials, or really important or really important weapons or talismans or spells. That golden item is important as it allows you to put down your summoning sign and activate the summoning pool. I just don't want to pick it up though because I'm lazy. So now we're just going to get our pretty good shield. Might as well also get the cookbook that's here as well, because it's a pretty good one. If I'm correct, it teaches you how to craft preserving boluses, or it's like a type of scarlet rot cure. That's the best way I can put it. See, preserving boluses. And that's going to be super useful later on. Now we're just going to kind of head this way. Head here for long enough, you might see there's a bunch of items. Grab the arterial leaf, which is pretty useless. But what we're here for, the inverted hawk heater shield. Now this is once again not 100% blocking shield, but I think it looks cool. We're gonna get the kite shield, which is an 100% physical damage blocking shield, but for now this will do. I'm gonna warp on over there. Once again, I don't know why I'm saying this like it's some sort of guide. So yeah, I'm just gonna go get that kite shield. Now, for those of you that don't know, let me just explain this. So wait, this does do 100% physical block. Okay, I didn't know that. I was looking at the attack power. So this does less magic resistance, but more fire, lightning, and holy. Less holy resistance, and it also has worse guard boost than this. So it's worse guard boost than this, but has better. Okay. When it comes to guarded damage negation, has worse guard boost and worse magic, but better fire, lightning, and holy. And here it has equal guard boost, worst holy, but better magic, fire, and lightning. So that's why we're gonna go with this. Also, once again, it looks super sick. Alright, let's just pop this guy in the head. Now you might recognize this howling. You might think it's just a wolf, but no, it's just a furry. There he is. So we're just gonna warp back to Kale, our first ever merchant, who will give us a gesture that allowed us to call this guy down. So what we're gonna do here.
This way, tarnished.
Oh wow.
May I have a word?
There you are.
I am the witch. I'd heard and upon the talk I thou art to call forth. Ah, I was in try torrents. 'Tis if summon them the spirits now it is that. Forgive mine, I doubt we shall. How long will it be for the time?
That's very important, because now we can summon in the skeletal militiaman ashes, and you're gonna be actually no, you're not gonna see them in use for a while.
Well, you're back. The howl, I suppose. Next time you hear, don't fret. I just have it. Goodbye for now.
Just to make it a little bit easier when we do go back there. Back to the third church. Oh no. These boom bears are incredibly tough. So that's why I always try and avoid them. Is he still following me? Wait a minute. Don't have it. Oh, it's just another room. It's just another room where I was scratching a tree. I thought that was the one that got aggro on me. So we're just gonna go here.
Who goes there? Carly said you did. The name's Blood. He fled somewhere nearby. Who goes there? Carly said you did. The name's Blood. He fled somewhere. Tell me if I can offer you. Darrowell and in need. Darrow and in need of a.
Okay, so I'm also gonna in this episode introduce you to the Everjails. So now this is where Darrowell is. Now an Everjail is a sort of like a boss fight that doesn't allow you to summon, but it's just you versus another boss. And they're really interesting because they can range from being really, really good, like the one where you have to fight Vike, Dragon Spear Vike, to really, really bad ones. Like, well, what's a really bad Evergale? Like, I don't think off the top of my head. Oh, the one where you have to fight Aiden, Thief of Fire. That one's pretty bad. But it gives a good reward, I guess. No. God, I hate these bad. Torrent. We need to run. I swear, I am good at this game. Trust me. Oh. Oh wait, no, never mind. That I was thinking of a wandering noble that when you hit them, they turn into a rune bearer, but they're all alone, and that one wasn't alone. And I thought it'd be kind of funny to show you guys that, but obviously that it wasn't that same person or that same noble I was thinking of. So this is an Evergale. You know that they're there because of these little weird, I don't even know what to call them, worms. I don't think even the community knows what to call them, and usually you wouldn't be able to summon anyone to help, but this is an exception.
Darrow, nothing in this cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends.
These are bloodhound knights, and they're some of the toughest enemies to fight. Now, Blythe will carry, but he will not do everything for you. See that? That is what no one likes about these guys. They have the ability to do that sort of bloodhound stuff. Oh. That is the weapon we're going to get. We want to use. So we are short some strength, and you do want to learn how to one-hand this thing. So we're going to put some levels into strength. So we need 18 strength, and we're currently looking at 17 strength with Radagon's soreseal, which is not good, but we'll get there eventually. Thank you.
Oh yes. If you venture north, tell him I sent him the short I owe you one.
That's about it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to Lens Rise, and we're gonna level up once. Then we're gonna get 2,000, 3,000 something, maybe 4,000 runes to +2 our weapon, and we're gonna take on Fort Height, and we're gonna push into just barely lightly push into the Weeping Peninsula, which is the southernmost area of Elden Ring, and it's mapped. The reason why I want to push into Weeping Peninsula now is because we'll get the weapon that we're going to use. Actually, no, we won't need that, but we'll get a legendary armament. Now, once again, I have to say this. This isn't a guide. I know I'm kind of speaking and talking as if it is a guide. I don't know why I'm doing that. Just ignore that, right? Actually, let's put two points into strength. Why not? And if you do want to beat Elden Ring, please try and beat it on your own without watching any sort of walkthrough or guide or anything. And for those of you wondering when we'll take on Margit the Fell Omen, after Weeping Peninsula. Because we still have a lot of different things to get, which includes a few more sacred tears and golden seeds. So right now our strength is looking pretty good. We probably won't have to level that up. So now we can use bloodhounds finesse without having to two-hand our weapon. Ashes War. There we go. So like I said, get a couple thousand runes. I think this should be enough. That's like 3,000. And now we're gonna go ahead to the round table hold. Where we shall also talk to Brother Corin here.
Oh, welcome to I teach and explore so that one ensuring order the way. You do. Most time you are well.
So we're gonna get normal heal, flames sling, and I guess if you want cure poison, but we're not gonna get them now. So we should have at the very moment. If we go to key items, we have 1 memory stone, so that means you have 3 memory slots. We can pretty easily buy 1 more from merchants.
Well, I took you for no matter, it's all
And I'll get 1 more in Weaving Peninsula. It's 3,000, so we're just going to pop these and pop this. Actually, on second thought, I didn't realize how many runes I would give. I didn't mean to do that. We'll spend 3,000 runes buying that, and then we'll spend our remaining 7,000 leveling up. So don't bother with getting stuff like the heater shield or anything. Instead, let's just quickly go ahead and talk to Gideon.
Then you would do well to remember. Stand with those words. Follow the guidance. Do so, and you.
Okay. Actually, as much as I'd love to level up, we do need spells. So we're gonna get this, and cure poison. Now we're gonna level up, right? Memorize spell. Remove that, that's useless. So now we have an offensive spell, and we're gonna get a couple more pretty soon. I want to put 1 more level into Vigor, so... Anything we don't need, like a flail, we can just simply just sell. And while we're at it, because we're definitely going to need to buff every now and then, we're going to give this broadsword a golden bow. I don't know if I can wield it. No, that would bring me up into a heavy load. There we go. For now, the shield isn't going to be as important. So yeah. So the idea is we'll buff, and then we'll use this. So if you want, there's actually a guy there that'll attack you, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to test out on a little bit more annoying place, you could say. So this is going to be kind of like a small dungeon, I guess you could call it. So if you guys remember that Kenneth Height guy, this is his like little quest line. We're gonna need to free his fort. So after this, we're gonna just ever so slightly, just gently push into. I don't know why I said it like that. We're gonna push into Weeping Peninsula, just enough to get past the Bridge of Sacrifice, and we might end the video there. The reason why I don't want to go too far into it is because Weeping Peninsula is like a whole story. Like it's a huge area. Like covers a good amount of the southern part of the map. Even the blacked out part, it goes like it's that big, right? Because of how big it is and the fact that we're going to need to go to a couple of places inside Weeping Peninsula, I don't necessarily want to start that when, you know, I only have a couple more minutes left in my, you know, time I'm going to give myself to record. What's our poise at? Our poise is 33. Not the best, but not the worst either. Let's just quickly rest, and then we're going to pop the Balachin's Blessing, because the enemy we're going to fight is going to be pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. So now our poise is temporarily 50. That's the benefit of Fia and her thing. So just let some of these guys come to you. As long as that big guy doesn't try and kill you, you're good. Come on now, there's demi-humans there for you to kill. Oh my god. Well, pick up the blood rose anyways. We're coming. We want to get this guy and just deal with him because he will annoy you. So don't let any of them kind of get a chance to come up and surprise you. So in we go, and grab this blood rose. Blood roses are going to be pretty important. So we're just going to grab all of these. Ignore the rats for now. They're way too annoying. Pop a heal. And there we go. Now we should be able to craft blood grease. And we're gonna get enough blood rose to craft 10 blood grease soon enough. And that blood grease is gonna be super useful. Now you're gonna see our lovely skeletal militiamen in action. Now, this guy's annoying because he does bleed damage, and he has Lord of Blood's Exaltation. However, we're kind of over leveled for this area, which was kind of my goal, not gonna lie. So here we have Blood Rose, that's plenty. Well, we'll let the skeletal... I can't speak, I'm saying skeletal. We'll let the skeletal militiamen just continue doing their thing. We can craft some Blood Rose now, why not? 10 blood grease. I know I said blood rose. And we're gonna equip that because that's gonna be pretty useful later. Not now, but a little bit later. Just a little bit though. So there we go. So now we're gonna go to this grace, and like I said, we're gonna get to the bridge of sacrifice, and we're gonna talk to someone. Actually, while we're here, we might as well just. Put one more point into vigor because vigor is very important. Now there's these little books that you can find in Elden Ring, and they teach you new sorceries. All you have to do is go to a sorcery merchant or incantation merchant and give them, and they will teach them to you. Now, a lot of people will give them to Korin because Korin is a lot easier to reach than the other incantation merchant. However, the other incantation merchant also teaches you sorceries and lasts throughout the entire game. Plus, this is the best part of the other merchant. The other merchant is a giant turtle pope. Let that sink in. Why would you let some blind wannabe priest teach you when you could be taught by a turtle pope? Think about it. A pope that is also a turtle. Oh, this is that merchant talking about. Yep, Rune Bear. Ah, fun time. Oh wow, it's still attacking me. Grab the stone sword key. Alright, Weeping Peninsula.
Hello, might I bend your ear? My name is a servant's life, but I swear my good father decided himself. The servant whose sins come for I fear its please. Would you mind when my soul wishes it, please? Thank you, then please.
So,
Deliver it to my...
yeah, pretty good quest line. Unfortunately, she's gonna die, and we're gonna kill her father. There's a good reason why, though, and that reason is because he drops a +8 halberd. That is super good. So yeah. God, I feel so bad just saying it. As of for like why we got Golden Vow, this will increase our damage and increase our poise. So our poise, oh, it's still 33, but I think it does something, alright? It helps. Yeah, increased attack power and defense. Hazard for Flame Sling. It's pretty obvious. You've all already seen Urgent Heal. Heal. You don't need to charge it for as long as I did. I just did that because I could. And then Cure Poison. It cures poison. It's pretty useful in the beginning. And in the Shaded Castle it's also pretty useful, but by that point we're already gonna get a better spell for curing poison. But in case you need it, it's there. So anyways, this is where we're gonna be ending this episode. I will see you guys next time. Bye.